Hey y'all, this is Grenda with the Belters Appreciative Eye, and I have a very interesting person here with me this morning. Actually, I'm with him because I am in his business. Uh, Jeff has a coffee house here in Cape Coast on Victoria, the only coffee house. I don't even know if there's another coffee house in Cape Coast, do you?
We're the only coffee house in
The
Cape Coast.
only coffee house.
Yes.
And the name of it is Cape Coast Coffee House on Victoria. Now we have the cameraman back here, and if you're one of my viewers and you return, you know that's Doc behind the camera, and you know he's going to interject as many times as he wants. So it's a family affair. But I just needed to start with my friend here, Jeff, because I've told Jeff he's very interesting to me. I follow him on Facebook. I come in here for the veggie wraps and the juice and meetings. Jeff is a community man. He has so much. You have so much to offer. You really do. And I'm not trying to get any free wraps from you, okay? I'm just telling you, like,
Maybe one or two.
well, maybe one or two. But Jeff, I'm interested, and I've always been curious as to why did you come to Ghana? When did you come to Ghana? And how did you start this beautiful establishment you have?
Okay, well, thank you, Grenda, and thank you, Doc. And first of all, thank you for that wonderful and that beautiful introduction. I really appreciate the kind things that you said about me, giving me the opportunity to introduce my family, and also giving us the opportunity to introduce Cape Coast Coffee House
Yes.
to your viewers, to the world through YouTube. I really appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So here we are in Cape Coast, Ghana, and my story in Ghana is a long story in some ways because many things have happened in my life to get me here, and many things have happened in my life since I've been here. So I'd like to tell this story in as clear a way as I can.
Okay.
I've been living in Ghana for about 5 years. I've been coming back and forth to Ghana, spending time here for the last 10 years.
Wow.
Initially, I was living with a family of friends, Ghanaian friends who live in Accra.
Okay.
But that family, part of them moved to Cape Coast, and that's how I was introduced
Ah.
to Cape Coast. They're still here, I'm still here. Uh, Shortly after coming to Cape Coast, I met a woman, a young woman who eventually became my sweetheart and then my wife.
I love that.
So you met her earlier on this video, my wife Amina, and since we've been together, we've also had our beautiful daughter. So we are very grateful.
Miracle. You're a twin.
My
You're a twin.
baby girl. They say she looks
Oh,
just
what
like
Doc was
me.
seeing this morning.
Yes. That's wonderful. So we found out that we had some common interests. Amina has training and experience in cooking and catering. That's what she went to school to learn.
Ah.
That's what she does very well. And I've always wanted to have a coffee house.
Okay.
Coffee culture has always been a part of my life since the 1970s. So Amina had an interest in having a coffee house also, and we put our dreams together,
Oh.
and we created everything that you see here. This piece of land that we're on was completely different when we came. We have transformed it into what we are occupying right now. We've grown slowly in terms of popularity. We have been able to attract people who live here in Ghana, the Americans, the Europeans, the Jamaicans. I mean, people from all over the world. We refer to ourselves as diasporans. So part of our customer base is diasporans. We also have Ghanaians who come to
Yeah.
enjoy our food and also our coffee. And so we've been very, very fortunate to really attract a wonderful clientele into the coffee house.
It's interesting. It is so interesting coming to the coffee house. He's absolutely right, because you could walk in and you can see people from all over the world here.
Yes.
And it's just,
Yes.
and it's an environment where it takes me back home.
Yes.
And we're both from the USA, and it takes me back home, like
Yes.
being on university in Berkeley and just dropping in a little coffee shop, and the diversity is there. It's here. It's
Yes.
here. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It makes me feel like I'm at home.
Yes. I really, really appreciate that aspect of it. I like meeting people from all over the world. And something that's really special to me that's happened quite frequently in the last few months. We've been here in the coffee house going on 5 years now, a little over 4 years.
Okay.
And one of the things that really thrills me is when someone comes in and they tell me that they had this location, this destination as a goal to reach on their travels before they left home. I get a thrill from that.
Yes. Let me tell you about this.
Yes, yes,
You know Jeanette.
yes,
Jeanette just called me this morning.
Yes.
She was so excited.
yes, yes,
I go,
yes.
what is it? What is it? She said, I just had somebody call me from I don't know, from the US,
Yes.
and said they saw me being interviewed on your YouTube channel, and I'm so excited. And this is what it's all about.
Yes.
And not
Yes.
just I'm not just interviewing you just to say, oh, I got an interview to do.
Yes.
I want the world to see
Mhm.
what we have here in Cape Coast,
Yes.
and I want the world to see, especially on Victoria, all of the great businesses that are here.
Yes.
So my
Yes.
intention is to go down and interview
Yes.
everybody,
Yes.
because it's Victoria, and this is such a special location here in Cape Coast. I think this is the location.
Yes.
This is it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now go on.
Yes.
Go on.
So I'd like to comment on what you just said.
Uh-huh.
As you are speaking of interviewing many of the people on Victoria Street. This is Victoria Street. Locally, people refer to this strip of shops and restaurants as Frontline.
Yeah.
I
yeah, I've
have
heard that.
I have a dream. I have a goal
Ooh.
of transforming this place into what I call the Cape Coast Arts and Crafts District.
Ooh.
That is a
Yes.
goal that I'm
Yes,
working
yes,
toward even now,
Yeah.
to popularize this place, to give this place a name,
Yes.
a face,
Yes.
and to see this place become a destination, not just for my business, not just for Cape Coast Castle and Dungeon, but for the entire strip
Yeah.
of shops
Yeah.
on Frontline.
That's
So
wonderful.
please remember that, Cape Coast Arts and Crafts District.
Hey, and if we have any viewers that's on Frontline, you heard this man's dream, and it's something that we kind of talked about, like, shut it down, let's do a
Yes,
festival.
yes, yes.
I am with him 100%. I
Yes.
will be here. I will be on top. I'll be here. I
Yes,
think it's
yes,
great.
yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
From the dungeon to the oasis.
And
Yes.
yeah, we have to talk. We
Yes,
got to talk.
yes,
We
for
gotta
sure,
talk.
for sure.
Yeah.
So quickly, something else that I would just like to speak about is that it's really wonderful to be a part of this community,
Yeah.
to be a part of this business community. Because of the nature of how people do business here in Ghana, some of the business people on this street also have their residence, their living quarters here.
Okay.
So we've become part of the community.
Yeah.
We know everybody along this strip. And so it's an honor to be included. It's an honor to be one of the businesses that has been successful here. And so I'm just really, really grateful.
Yeah.
Just grateful
Yeah.
for the position that we occupy. And then to allude to something else that Brenda has mentioned, we've also been fortunate enough to be part of a community that sometimes engages in forums or workshops or
Yeah.
classes or presentations.
Could you share a little about that, things that are happening here?
Yes, yes. We have been fortunate enough to be the hosts of several forums since we've been here, and also to be connected to forums that have taken place in other places, either by attending them or sometimes by catering for other events that take place in our community. But we have had forums here that have to do with local issues, national issues in the U.S., and international issues that take place and have bearing on either Africa or the entire world. Because we have people here from all over the world, people who have interests from everywhere, there's really no limit to what this place can be used as a basis for presentation.
Right.
And so just recently we had a workshop that had, we invited people to come and talk about problems and issues that they face in Ghana. We talked a lot about lessons that people have learned from those issues. And finally, we generated a list of solutions that came from the group itself. And we are planning another gathering in a few days to talk about implementation of the solutions that we've generated and solutions that we can implement, because we focused on solutions that can be implemented at the level at which you encounter the problem. So if you encountered the problem, what can you and those around you do to address the problem, to resolve the problem, and to move on away from the problem so that you can more fully enjoy your life in Ghana?
That's great. Now, were you involved in your community back in the U.S. as you are here?
Yes, I was involved in some ways in my community in the U.S. I worked in healthcare. I worked in the field of occupational therapy.
Okay.
I also, off and on throughout my career, worked with and got involved in issues having to do with profoundly or severely disabled people. The community of people that I worked with were disabled people who had profound physical disabilities, but in most cases they were totally and completely, fully functional mentally. As a matter of fact, many of them, when I first started working with them in the 1970s, because it was Northern California, Berkeley, San Francisco, many of these people and organizations were the spearhead of the movement to liberate disabled people from institutionalization worldwide.
All right.
I got a chance to be a part of that. But, going to school, growing up in the U.S., I was also part of groups that had to do with African issues, African American issues. One that stands out for me because it helped lead me to Ghana was being very involved in the anti-apartheid movement in the United States in the 1980s and early 1990s. Several of the people that I met in the anti-apartheid movement in the San Francisco Bay Area were Ghanaians who were also working on these issues.
Okay.
They became lifelong friends. They are some of the people who invited me to Ghana and who are still my friends here in Ghana, because they moved back to Ghana after they retired from their positions and the fields that they worked in the Bay Area. So, yes, I was also very involved in a spiritual community in the Bay Area. So, yes, I was very, very involved in issues that spoke to me, issues that allowed me to share what I feel and what I do with other people, and to also receive from other people. And finally, something else that got me very involved in the community was being a craftsperson, being somebody who makes and creates things with their hands.
Yeah.
My first craft or my first art is calligraphy. I am a calligrapher. I've been a calligrapher since 1987.
Wow.
And I've been involved in the world of producing things calligraphically since 1987, both as a business and a hobby.
Okay.
I still do it as a hobby, but I'm about to add my creations to the things that we offer people here by doing a series of African quotations and just making them look beautiful.
Oh, that sounds great.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I like about calligraphy and about doing crafts, I made a promise to myself when I first started creating things. I decided that even though I'd like to make money from my creations if I could, the primary reason that I'm getting involved is for self-fulfillment and to be able to share things with others. If I can't sell the things I create, I give them away. Um, and so I promised myself that I would only use these skills that I gained to create things in a way that I enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy working under pressure, so I don't often take things on
Take
commission.
orders. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I'll make it, and if you like it, we can work out a way
Right.
for you to have it if you would like for it to become yours. So I look forward to adding
That's
calligraphy
beautiful.
to that.
That's really great. I bumped into artists here. Uh, I bumped into a lot of artists here. I'm a
Yes.
layaway woman.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because we're senior citizens living on a fixed income. We state this every time we do a video. Senior citizens living on a fixed income.
Yes.
So, but I've always been a layaway person.
Yes.
So if I see something I like and I know I can't afford to give you all the money for it,
Yes.
I just said, hey, we take 3 payments. This is much.
Yes. Yes.
I do that.
Yes.
I do
yes.
that.
Yes.
And I have some beautiful things in my home that I really, really admire and appreciative of, that artists have just said, okay, we can work this thing out. So I understand that, with some artists, it's hard to let go. And I'm talking about, you've done a piece here, a beautiful bag here, and they go, oh. And I was that way as an artist in a sense
Yes.
until
Yes.
I found out that this person really loved what it is that they're giving.
Yes.
And
yes.
so then
yes.
I discount, or I say layaway payment or whatever.
Yes.
I'll work something out with them.
Yes.
I'm going to say this real quick and let's get back to you. I just remember being in San Francisco. It was not on Powell Street. It was a Market, I think. I think it was Market. It goes that way. It was this artist. He had taken a piece of metal light and he had chipped into it.
In front of the ferry.
And yeah,
Okay.
and he had just like sculpted into it, and he had taken a part of it and made the sun.
Yes.
So this is orange here, right?
Yes.
And it just spurts out, and I couldn't afford that art.
Yeah.
I didn't know this man.
Yeah.
And I said, I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And he said, well, it's blah blah blah. I can't afford that. But he said to me, well, take it and pay me in installment payment. I got on the BART train with that piece of art and brought it home, and it's one of our favorite pieces there.
Wow.
I wish, but he signed it and put them. I might try to get in touch with that artist.
Yes.
But it was
yes,
beautiful art. But so I've been dealing that way. I've been
Yes.
doing
That's
that for a long
beautiful.
time. Yeah.
I'm going to remember that because there are things that I have not acquired because of the price.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember.
Yeah, and
you know?
that artist, most artists around here are pretty fair.
Yeah.
And especially if they know you're getting something that you really, really love.
Yes. Yes.
And hey, you let it go.
Yes.
Just let it go.
Yes.
And those installment payments come in when things are not there. It helps out,
Yes.
So
Yes.
anyway, I have actually formed those relationships with artists around here.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So tell me this. You went to school in Berkeley. You moved here, and it sounds like you had a family moving that coming forward across that ocean. You had people with you, or people were here. So that means a lot.
Yes.
That means a lot,
Yes,
as opposed to you jump up and say, I'm moving to Ghana.
Yes. Yes.
And
yes.
we always tell our viewers, it's always good if you had someone here.
It is. It really is. I mean, I can't say that strongly enough. That it's really, really good to have somebody here, and that for me, that somebody can be a person, a family, a business, a church, an institution, an organization that does volunteer work or development work. But it really helps to have someone here that can help you to make the transition.
Right.
Just like if you were going to a new job,
Mm-hmm.
if you were moving to a new community, if you were going into a new church, all of these organizations would welcome you and help you make your transition, but you needed so much more. So I was fortunate to have a family that I could live with,
Yeah.
who helped me
Yeah.
learn and make the transition to living in Ghana. So there was no pressure,
Right.
and I was protected. And when I say protected, I mean protected, because there are many, many things that come at you, approach you, surround you in a new culture that you don't yet understand.
Right. Right.
And it really helps to have someone
I agree.
who can translate not just language, but
The
culture
culture.
to you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so I love your question.
Yeah.
I love your question. And it's very, very important to have that. One of the things I remember saying to my hosts when I first arrived, I had been here about 3 days. Everything that I saw was fascinating to me, new to me, beautiful to me. And I'd comment on, oh, that's so beautiful. That shop is so beautiful. That street is so beautiful. That grove of trees is so beautiful. And they were like, yeah, but look at all the trash around there. Yes, but the people are so poor. And finally, I just said, I would really like for you guys to stop interrupting my experiencing the beauty of having just arrived here. I'm sure that after I've been here for a while, I'll see everything that
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
I'll see the political difficulties. I'll see the economic difficulties. I'll see the environmental blights. But right now,
Let me
all
enjoy
I-
my beauty.
let me enjoy my beauty.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
I had before. I go through my rituals every morning and try to give that time to the people might call it the Almighty God
Yes.
or whatever. I
Yes,
just try to
yes,
carve
yes.
that time out.
Yes.
And once I get through that, I check my YouTube.
Yes.
The first thing on YouTube this morning was a sister on YouTube
Yes.
who says, and we get this all the time now,
Yes.
I need your help.
Yes.
I'm moving to Ghana. I'm using containers, blah, blah, because we've done a video on moving containers from there.
Okay.
And so, babe, I gave her your email address. I said,
Okay.
I gave Doc's email address to her.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Well, you have the most experience in it. So,
Yes.
but you talked to somebody on the phone, didn't you? So we talked to even people that come through our YouTube channel.
Yes.
I said, who are you talking to? Oh, that was somebody from the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we want them to know that we don't know everything, we don't have everything,
Yes.
but we will share what we have, and if we don't have it, we can reference you to where you can go.
Yes.
And I said to her, Ghana is great, but make sure you study Ghana.
Yes.
If you can. We did for 2 years before.
Yes.
And
yes.
because
yes.
I said most of the YouTubers, most of them, not all of them, they're going to show you the beauty that you saw.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But you need to know that there are needs here.
Yes.
And I'm so glad I'm here to
Yes.
share and
Yes.
try to help with them. And you too, you're doing it too.
Yes. Yes.
And so I'm just saying that this YouTube makes a difference, whether we get 3,000 hits on one, 1,000, 5, 6, 4, whatever. I am just so grateful that we can touch people and they're considering coming here,
Yes.
and we can give them the knowledge that we have.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. That's
That's
wonderful.
what it's all about for us.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I would just like to comment on the thought thread that you are bringing up right now. It causes me to think about how historically,
Mm-hmm.
since the European and American slave trade, I think that this generation, is the first generation since the slave trade was instituted in the 1400s to come back to Africa in these numbers,
Aren't we coming?
to come back to Africa with these visions, to come back to Africa from a variety of socioeconomic groups, educational levels. Sure, people have always come back, but it's just been a very small, limited number of people. But now, thousands of us are here. We are buying land. We are establishing businesses. We are going to school. We are teaching in schools. We are starting families. We are bringing our families. We are melding and coming together with Ghanaian families. We are learning a new culture. We are learning languages.
Yes.
You know, this is the first time in the history of the world that our people have done what we are doing in this generation to this degree. And I'm so grateful, so proud, so fortunate to be part of that
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
We're a movement.
Oh, yes, we are.
We are,
Just want to ask you this question.
yes.
Are you ready to write that book?
Whoa.
I'm telling you, think about this.
Whoa, with the help of AI.
Yeah.
But think about it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because
It's
we are making history.
it deserves books.
Yeah.
It deserves books. You know? I mean, you know, books have been written about, you know, Columbus and the claims made about him. And books need to be written to
That's right.
to
That's right.
give our experiences to the world. And something else that you mentioned, you know, the importance of, again, preparing yourself to move,
Mm-hmm.
not just to Africa, but I mean, if you go to live anywhere, I mean,
That's
people
right.
go move to Thailand, people move to Costa Rica, people move to, you know, many other countries. It's really, really helpful to do your preparation, but I think it's even more important to do your preparation and your research before coming to Africa, because often Africa is the least known about place in the world.
Exactly.
We know about great
Exactly. Exactly.
United Kingdom. We know about France. We know about Italy. We always have. But Africa is such a mystery to us. So many aspects of life here are completely foreign to our experience, and we are completely, you know, foreign to the experiences of the Africans here.
Yeah.
Just a little side thing. Many of us think that. Many of us think that because we share a physical similarity, you know, to Africans and with Africans, because we have similar, same skin color, similar body types, we think that it'll be easy to assimilate, easy to learn, easy to be accepted, easy to step into new life here. Well, I'll speak for myself. Nothing has been further from the truth. It's not easy to learn a new language. It's not easy to learn a new culture,
Especially as you age.
especially,
Yeah.
you know, as you, I mean, I'm pushing 75 years old, and it's not as easy. I used to embrace languages when I traveled.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
But I'm telling that woman out here. I
yes.
don't know.
It's also,
Yeah.
some of the information out there about Africa is incorrect,
Yes.
has been purposely manipulated. And so you can't even, what you do see, you still have to investigate.
Yes.
Find out
Yes.
is this
Yes.
real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you know, and my Facebook page, and I'm always trying to share of what I see and hear that is going on in the continent, not just Ghana. Somebody didn't even know what was happening in Congo, and I go, you need to know what's happening.
I saw that
And so
post.
that you know. So I feel so blessed that we can do that.
Yes.
We can put that out there.
Yes. Yes.
We can do that.
Yes.
So my sister fell in love with the president. My president, you know, my president. Yes, yes. My conservative sister saw an article that I put on, and she goes, "Who is this man?"
Yes.
So I told her about this country.
Yes.
So that makes my day when I can share with the world that has no clue of what's going on on the continent.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
man, you can touch me when I get a response back. Oh
Yes,
wow, I got somebody.
yes.
So they learned something they didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we should do that on our Facebook page, and we got
Yes,
Instagram,
yes.
TikTok, or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so enough about me for right now.
Okay.
I just want to compliment and appreciate the things that you and Doc do here in Cape
Oh.
Coast and in Ghana.
Thank you.
You've been here for a relatively short time, and you've made such an impact
Oh, thank
since
you.
you've been
Thank
here.
you so much.
You've gotten to know the entire community. You just jumped right in there.
Did I?
Yes.
I'm good at that.
Yes. Yeah. She's a diver.
Oh God.
And
Yeah.
so I appreciate it very, very much. And also I appreciate your global reach. You're not only impacting and being involved in the local community, but you're also touching people worldwide. And I really, really appreciate that
Yeah.
very much.
Thank you so very much. And Jeff, I'm so happy that we know you.
Yes, yes.
Because I always tell Doc, Jeff is pretty heavy. And if you're back from the '80s, you know what heavy is. And you can relate.
Jeff is pretty fat.
Jeff has a lot to offer. He's very diverse. He's well rested on a lot of things. And I just love that he has started a group to come to here at the coffee house, like you said, to dialogue about the issues or the things that they see, and working out solutions as to what they can do about what they see and they don't like, or they're uncomfortable with. And Jeff is also part of a group that we started called One Community, and I can see us all working together. Jeff is working for solutions, and I am working to bring those solutions together so we can blend into the culture.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing a lot of work together.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a whole bunch
Yes.
together. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And I have some ideas and some things, and Doc has to stop me from thinking.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
turn it off.
yes,
You
yes,
can't
yes, 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 yes,
because I just see so much,
yes.
and I want so much to happen.
Not turn it off, but store them so you can come back to
I
it
have
later.
them stored. He doesn't
Oh,
know that.
oh.
He doesn't know I have them stored.
You have them stored digitally or on paper or in your
On
mind?
paper.
Oh, okay.
I have about 4 or 5 books I write in.
Oh, okay.
And he doesn't
Oh,
know
that's
what's in
great.
it. He doesn't know
Oh,
what's in
oh,
the
but that's
It's
great.
okay, though.
That's great. That's great. That's great. So briefly, can I just say, I would just like to say something about the coffee house.
Sure.
The success of the coffee house is also a result of the menu that we offer the community here, the things that we have on our menu. I just want to mention that my wife makes fresh fruit juices from the tropical fruits that grow right here in Ghana.
Give me that mango juice.
And they are very, very popular, very, very well received, and very much enjoyed by the local community.
Yeah.
The other thing is, we are a coffee house. The coffee that we offer is freshly ground coffee beans, and the coffee is grown in Ghana. Now, the world doesn't really know that coffee is even an agricultural product of Ghana.
Right.
It is. It's great. Everybody enjoys it. Ghanaians are not even aware that their country grows coffee
Oh, wow.
because Ghana is more of a tea drinking. But slowly, one Ghanaian at a time, we're introducing them to coffee, and they enjoy it. So this is our most popular coffee. It's called Lek Lebi, and Lek Lebi reflects the region in the Volta region of Ghana. The section of the Volta region it comes from is the Lek Lebi community, and so this name is the name that the roaster we buy our coffee from wholesale is given this particular. We also have flavored coffees, and it's flavored with some of the local spices that you find here in Ghana: ginger, prekese, dawa dawa.
What are those? Yeah.
Those are both local spices that are used to season foods. They're used as seasoning spices, and they also have medicinal value in the local herbal culture. So we don't mix these ourselves. They're done with at the roaster in Accra,
Okay.
and we get it wholesale from Accra.
Okay.
Kawamoka is the name of the company. Kawamoka, Lek Lebi. It's these are coffee beans, and we get them ground, or we either grind them here and share them with the community here. Even as we were starting the video here, a man drove up to get his monthly bag of coffee. That's what he was shouting about.
Oh.
Jeff, bring my coffee.
Wonderful.
Yes. But I'm very, very grateful.
Oh, you do something else, but I know you're talking about coffee now, but
Yes.
I don't have any honey mustard dressing.
Oh, that's another of the things that Amina makes here. We make the honey mustard
Does she have one
dressing.
that she could show?
Do we have any honey mustard we can show? Can you bring it out, please? We have lemon pepper sauce. These are used as dipping sauces for the spring rolls that she makes,
Oh, yeah,
the
but I
chicken
love
wings that she cooks,
Mhm.
the salad dressing that we put on salads here. People use them for many things.
I love it. I love
Yes,
it. I love
yes,
it.
yes. Oh, okay. So this is actually not the bottle that
Right. This is-
it came in. This was a commercial. This was a commercial brand that we bought. Do you know customers rose up and said, "What is this? This does not taste like the honey mustard that we are accustomed to." They didn't like it. Nothing against the company. Nothing against the company, but it was not what our customers were accustomed to. So we're still using the bottle, and I'm sure that Ken's Steakhouse honey mustard sauce is very, very good. But
Jeff's is better. And I need a bottle of it.
Oh, okay. We have a bottle for you.
Yeah.
We have a bottle
That
for
honey
you.
mustard.
So-
I thought we've shopped for honey mustard in Accra,
Yes.
and we can't find it.
Yes.
And it was okay, but Jeff, I have to say,
Yes.
I love the coffee house mustard dressing better.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I need another container of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else we are going to discuss?
Well, no. What I would like to do is come back at a later time with you once we get this festival and stuff together,
Yes.
so that we can let the people know that it's here.
There is one thing to say a little bit about Monday's classes.
Yeah, Monday classes.
Another activity that we have been doing here at the coffee house for the last few weeks is having language classes. We have language classes that are helping us to learn the local language that is spoken here in the region of Ghana that we live in. We live in the central region of Ghana, and the language that's spoken here in this region is called Fanti. And so we have Fanti classes. People come here and meet. We have a Fanti speaking instructor who has been very, very good in helping us and introducing us to the Fanti language. Because many of us are older students, we had to ask him to slow down a little bit. But he's been able to accommodate us, and we're now moving at a pace that's much more comfortable for us. And so I will greet you in Fanti. I will say to you, Mechiao, and that means I greet you. And if you were responding to me in Fanti, you would say Meje Wodo. And I'm very happy to be able
Did you hear him
to.
rolling those vowels and everything? And we're doing a Fanti class in the addendum area where we live.
Oh,
Yeah,
Adenta is in Accra.
addendum.
Oh, Agenda.
And no, not Accra.
Oh,
And it's taught by the chief there.
oh.
So that's why we're not coming to yours, because we're doing there. And when you said our age, we do understand that.
Yes.
And it's a great language. It's beautifully spoken here, and I cannot wait to be able to hold a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
One last item for me.
Yes.
Would you say a little bit about the connection between learning the language and better understanding of culture?
Uh, when I was going to school to junior college in the Bay Area.
Better come over here.
Oh, okay, Breeze, come. We are doing a video. Oh, so this is the local
This is one.
one of the local mushroom sellers.
Now, if you're watching here from the U.S., y'all know y'all can't afford to buy these. Y'all cannot afford to buy these. And what do you? What? Tell us what. Give us your name. What's your name?
My name
Look at the camera over there. Tell them your name.
Greta.
Greta.
Yes.
Okay. And what type of mushrooms are these?
Natural one.
Okay, hold one of them up so they can see them. And so, tell me, what are you selling these for?
30 cities.
30 CDs.
Yes.
And 30 CDs is about how much, Jeff?
$2.
$2. So can you get these mushrooms for $2 in the U.S.? I'm going to try one. I'm going to take one. I'll get your money to you. And I don't know how. Do you cook the mushrooms?
I have not cooked them. Amina cooks them.
I'll talk to Amina then.
But however, I do plan to get a bunch of them to marinate
Yeah.
and then grill over a charcoal fire.
Tell
I
me
just
when you're
want
going to do it.
to grill.
You do it and test it and see if it's great and
Yeah,
add it to your thing.
yeah. We could add it to the menu. Mushrooms are seasonal here. They're not available all year round.
Uh-huh.
They're very seasonal.
Well, I'm going to try this one now. I have a daughter who would just run up for this whole tray.
Yes.
Did you meet our daughters when they were here?
Yeah, I did.
The oldest one.
Yes.
She's always taking a mushroom and doing something with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to hear some of the things that she does with mushrooms.
Her husband loves to cook. They'll be here too.
30 CD, please. Yes, 30 CD, a bunch.
Yeah, 30 CDs
Yes.
a bunch. And hey, this is a different one, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know this one a little bit.
yeah. What?
This is a common one we have in America, I think.
Yes, it is.
So this one is what?
20.
No. What? Do you know the name of this mushroom?
All is mushroom.
Well, you
Yeah,
okay?
I don't think they use the same names that we use.
Oh,
for them.
okay. Now I'm gonna just try this one that I have.
Yeah.
Next time I'll get another one, but I'm gonna just try this one, okay? Yeah. Thank you so
Okay.
very much. Isn't this beautiful? Did you get a
Yes,
picture of this,
okay.
babe? You did?
Yeah. So I want
But that's-
the big ones.
A big
Yes. That one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you got
this one.
these two are good. This one, 40 cities. Okay. She's putting it into a plastic bag.
And you're gonna take it right back there, huh?
Yes, and I'll tell you something that's very, very funny. Plastic bags are not called plastic bags here in Ghana. They are called rubber. So if you
That's
want,
exactly what they are. That's exactly what they are.
it's
too.
called a rubber. So I always tell my wife, when you go to the store, when we go to the U.S., I want you to tell them to put your things that you bought into a rubber.
bag.
They will misunderstand you.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And then we're gonna
Okay.
just be able to share what this is.
I want to share what this
Yes,
is. But
yes.
Doc had asked me a question. I forget what it was now.
Do you remember the question, babe?
The connection between learning the language and understanding and appreciating the culture.
Oh, yes. So, I took a French class years ago. I mean, I only lasted 2 weeks in the French class. But one of the things the instructor said the first day of class was that when you learn a new language, you gain a new soul.
Thank you, Madasi.
Medasi. When you learn a new language, you gain a new soul. And so when we are learning a new language, we're learning it in context. We're not just learning words. We're not just learning how to say things. We're learning what this word, what this phrase, means in the culture. And so it's connected. It's connected to how people use it. Even when you're speaking English here, Ghanaian English is different from American English. Words are put together in different sequences. Different words are used, just like I was saying. They don't call it a plastic bag, they call it a rubber. So different things have different names and different meanings and different histories here. So as we are being introduced to the language, we're also being introduced to the culture. not only are we learning how to greet people, but we're learning how to greet elders, how to greet children, how to greet royalty, how to greet people in different professions. All of those things are part of the culture, and that part of the culture is reached through language. So it's very, very interesting to be learning both at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And yes, he did say royalty. There is royalty here in Ghana and then on the continent. So please understand that. Don't believe everything you've seen on TV.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And once you start,
Although this is TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
would you take one of them out whole and
Yes.
let me
Oh,
see it?
yes.
Yeah. So Jeff's going to share this too.
About royalty, one of the things that I find is different about royalty here, that's different from what I was exposed to, is that the royalty that I've been exposed to, which is primarily the royalty of Great Britain, is kind of inaccessible to common people. When you go out and you meet people here, you'll find that everybody, almost everybody in this country, has a blood connection to a royal line. It's
Yeah.
not something remote. It's not something that's far away. It's something that's part of your community. And I really, really appreciate that very much. We're eating a fruit here, a local fruit.
What do they call this?
It's called a Ghanaian blackberry. It's also called, the English name for it is velvet tamarind. So it's kind of similar to the tamarind fruit that many of us are familiar with, but it's individual pods that are known as velvet tamarind or Ghanaian blackberries. You crack it open easily, just kind of pinch it with your teeth, and it exposes a fruit, and that fruit,
It's velvet-like.
velvet-like, and as you suck it,
Mhm.
it dissolves in your mouth, leaving a seed about the size and
There's
color
seed right
of a
there.
watermelon seed, which you spit out. It's just delicious.
Yeah,
It's a
It is.
seasonal fruit. It's only available for 2 or 3 months a year, and it's all the rage when it's in season.
it's the best snack that you can keep around.
Yes,
Healthy and it's good for you.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, well, we've covered quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed this so much. And I've learned so much from Jeff, as I always do. But people, come on over to the continent. It's fine over here. Find your tribe. And when I say find your tribe, it does not have to be here in Ghana. It could be in Kenya. It could be anywhere on the continent. But as we said in the past, make sure that you study wherever it is that you are going. Make sure if you can get a connection or have a connection, do that. We're here in Ghana, so y'all know us. Y'all know us.
Yes.
But yeah, I want to thank Jeff for allowing us to come into his establishment, the Cape Coast Coffee House here on Frontline. And it's popping here all the time, folks. I mean, like I said, you walk in and I don't know, you might see anybody here and everybody here. But it's always good and it's a great feeling here. So we appreciate you letting us come in. We thank Amina for back there cooking, and she always make those veggie wraps for us, and they're delicious. Did you order some, babe? I knew you did. So we have some to go. But anyway, folks, this is Brenda with the Belcher's Appreciative Eye, and we appreciate you stopping by to visit us. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and ask any questions that you may have. Doc, you want to say something?
Share.
Oh, he said, and share. And yeah, share. So make sure that you come back and make sure that you listen to the video from the beginning to the end, because that is going to be important that you get everything, and it helps us when you do that. We love you. Peace out to you.
Peace.